Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to a Hammock cast. Let me just get rid of some of these things. Close this. And social media. Okay. Let's keep the little hammock thing there, that's pretty cute. I'm going to be casting the... Let's see, what game is this? Once again, Strong Opinions versus SDCK. It seems to be a tradition now. On Badwater, nonetheless. This is like the third time in a row, I guess. I mean, Badwater is the best map. So, all we really need to see is Badwater. And this cast will be mainly looking at the engineers, because engineers are cool. So if you don't like engineers, probably don't want to watch this. And let's start the game. Okay.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
We have SEC on Strong Opinion side. Some blue team are missing someone when they're starting. And big old Clark on the blue team. Let's see. SEC using the Jag. Pretty mediocre wrench, to be honest. Not as bad as the normal wrench, but you could be using something interesting like the Reek Effect. So just tailing up in the standard TF2 center hold, because it like watches the tunnel. Problem is they could easily send sniper here to like kill it, or direct hit soldier.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Seems to be standard setup. Oh, I really like this sticky trap here by SDCK on Strong Opinions. This is for incoming bombers, because they'll usually run around the corner here, giving very little reaction time for a medic to force, hopefully getting a drop. Look at this. Oh, nice! Good denial there from the initial jump. That trap did quite a lot of damage to the soldier. Soldier and demo will jump at the same time to make it hard to focus fire, but that was a pretty good cleanup. Oh shit. Billjack nearly dying for full damage there, 1 HP. Okay, demo coming in again. Sentry's not being wrangled, this way it gets created, but they do get the force from Strong Opinions. So now the Uber exchange. Oh, Jacula's going in for another cleanup. Getting killed. Nearly got Cinderized actually. So yes, now the Uber has been forced out from the red side. Blue team can now go in with their Uber and get a lot more value out of it instead of having to go for the traditional Uber exchange. Now we have to combo jump to Cliff. Seal's trying to go for a counter jump here. Doesn't get anything. They actually have their sniper burn with the combo. Demo loses high ground, gets denied. Seal's going to go for a counter jump on the heavy. Sentry isn't really getting pressured here. And the Uber exchange didn't really work out too well. Blue team lost a lot of players. And only the flank on Strong Opinions was damaged. Okay, now we have SDCK pushing from hill this time, favouring to push this sentry here, which is in an exposed position. Jacula's going for a bomb, takes out the dispenser and the pyro. Spy is attacking the engineer, and yeah, sentry goes down, and you should start to back out here. Strong Opinions still have quite a lot of players, so they can play garish here, but they have lost high ground. It's better to back out here than get shot. Now, people don't hold roof with a sentry in high level, because when you're backing out at this point, you're crossing this sight line and you're going to get killed by snipers. So, in high level, you hold the corner, you occasionally build a sentry here, but most likely you have your NG back out to third and give them time to set up a level 3 sentry, because the third hold is way more useful. And you have kind of the flank playing on the roof. Jacula's going for a good bomb here. Strong Opinions trying to delay as much as possible here. They have a sentry, the sentry's gone down, the NG immediately decides to back out, question mark? Nope. SEC not wanting to go back. I guess he wants to get full metal first, even though there is a metal pack here. So they're going to be a bit delayed on the level 3 sentry setup. SDCK can now start pushing the cart in, hopefully getting an early pressure on the not set up Strong Opinions. Spelly can walk in and get some sticky spam in. Heavy's actually being taken out. Good dispenser spot. Sentry up. And SDCK is slowly pushing through the cart with Burn. Boar on the strong opinion side, I believe he's murking. Boar, the European Slayer, can actually use Machina at the moment and is crushing Burn. Woolen flanking on tires, trying to pull pressure. CJ luckily turning around in time. Unfortunate for Woolen. Having a spy uncontested in tires here is really strong because they have that pack they can sustain, and a spy up in this position, an engineer up in this position, wrangling and repairing his gun, can be pressured by the spy down here in the with the ambi. Make sure you don't put too much resources towards the spy because the dead ringer is broken and there is ammo pack there, and the ammo pack here. So you can dead ringer as much as he wants. So we have strong opinions holding a forward position here on Bridge House, denying the blue team SDCK from pushing into Bridge House, while also pressuring Boiler. Spelly taking out the sentry from Sek. See, people complain that it's very difficult to push a sentry in Badwater 3rd, hence why people tend to run Badwater Pro. But if you were to run the lock and load, like Spelly, if you sit in this position here, you can arc pills over so they land on the sentry in the window. Very good strat. Spelly has been running lock and load for this entire round here. We have some more jockeying for territory. It looks like they've taken Bridge House. CJ having to back up. Now here comes the sniper trade. Jackie Legs taking the house. And having to back out. The Uber coming out from SDCK to push the cart. Sek, unfortunately being splashed. I believe that pill actually hit Boar and then splashed. So it was a valuable pill. Now Burn can start applying pressure to the sentry gun from range. Or Spelly with the lock and load. Sentry gun has been taken out by the lock and load. This lock and load pickup is a very valuable choice here. Woolen getting the pick on Emilio. Oh, and the ambi on Sinrise. I'm surprised strong opinions are still holding this point. Wait, did he take it? I think the telly might be like close. Telly isn't there, it must be. Oh, it's in here. Okay, so it went up through here and jumped up. Okay, it may look like the telly was very close. So SDCK are going to take the point here. Burn winning the sniper trade against Boar, which means he can play quite aggressive here. Since there's no one really pressuring him. Sek going for the standard sentry spot in shallow. Combo from SDCK can pressure in. Woolen going into the sap, doesn't need to. Toast gets the kill on Burn and heads behind, ready to harass Clark. Clark is on Eureka Effect, like it. Eureka Effect is good on offense.
Don't worry, boys.
You might actually be switching to mini sentries. Thank you, Chang, for following. Let's see, it's Clark. No, he's staying on level 3s. Okay. If you like respawn before the like third point is like capped here, you can like head in, place down your exit, place down your dispenser, and then teleport back to base, and then switch to mini sentries, using that opportunity to set up your exit and your entrance really quick with the cheaper Eureka Effect telly. So now we have blue team building up their hold again here. We have red team strong opinions playing close. We have Toast in Darkroom here trying to contest the sniper sightline. We have Boar watching the Lenny position. Jackie Legs going in for an aggressive bomb, not getting anything seemingly, besides potentially a trade on Toast. SDCK are pushing in slowly. Sandwich takes a headshot from Boar. They need to pressure out Boar's position if they want to be able to push in from main here. It's likely they'll push in... Oh, nice shot. It's likely they'll push in from map room, that way they can avoid a lot of the sniper sightlines, or tires. Woolen is in position. Oh, you're going to go get a health pack? Yeah. Woolen's likely going to go for... Oh, he gets his bicycle taken away from him, he can't go for the stab. Uber exchange coming in here. A lot of free time on the cart. Actually, a lot of strong opinions got the lower spawn here, so they managed to group up and stop Spelly from spawn camping with the stickies. So it looks like they've managed to retake the point here. Sek has switched to mini sentries, playing the flank. Wins the trade against Tiger with the help of Toast. And our strong opinions are playing very close here, trying to retake position on the high ground. Jaculate's going for a bomb, goes to pressure on CJ, lands 2 splash rockets and dies. That was very close to killing CJ. If you landed 1 direct and a splash, you would have killed CJ. Unfortunately, only got 2 splashes. Balloon's now going into pressure. He's looking for a target. He gets an ambi. Look at this second sniper class doing work. And how do I spec people individually? This is why I use 3cam, because you have to scroll through everybody. Okay, now he died. Yeah. There we go. The Gunspy meta being shown here. The Uber charge coming in from SDCK. The counter Uber. Spelly trying to get some cart time from this. Sprayer is probably going to die here. Very low health and on fire, but has the healing from the cart. Seal is watching Maprim, gets the finish off on Sprayer. Amelia on the Lenny spot, getting shot at by a sniper, very low. But looks like SDCK are going to get the cap here. A very push and pull defense there, but they managed to push the card in very slowly. Okay. Now let's see how SDCK's defense will hold up. Oh. What do we have here? We have Clark with the Eureka effect, good choice, and he's setting up his sentry at spawn. So it looks like he might be going for a Jag effect, the Gabe rollout. I think the Jag effect rollout is really necessary here, since he has suicides from his team, but it's pretty flashy. Set up the sentry, has the dispenser and the teleporter set up so that he can take the teleporter. Also upgrade the teleporter to a higher level because of the cheapness of the Eureka effect. Uses Jag for all of the construction. Is he going to stay on Jag, or is he going to switch back to Eureka effect? Let me Clark. Okay, he switched to Summon Hospitality. Oof. He could have stayed on the Eureka effect so that if things get hairy, he can teleport out and set up on third point, which is what you'd want to do. This third point is very important. You don't want to get snowballed. Oh, looks like bombs going in. Seal gets destroyed. A Disky. Didn't really get any value. They got the kill of Spelly though. Toaster taking out the teleporter, devaluing the Eureka effect. Yeah, with the Sun Hospitality here, it lets you play a bit aggressive and frag spies, potentially, if they get a bit too cute playing close to the gun. But I wouldn't really say it's a as interesting choice as Eureka for the backing out potential, especially since you can back out, go to spawn, and then switch to your loadout. Toast getting the pick on burn. The invincible Gunspy, as seen here, heads in, potentially for the sap. Wait, where did Toast even go? I just lost where he went. Did he die? No. I saw a Disky and thought that was Toast for a second. Okay. So Clark playing very aggressive here, gets taken out. Playing the huge sightline here. They also lost their heavy weapons guy as well as their engineer, so SDCK are going to slowly get bled out here. The Uber exchange is yet to happen, but strong opinions can play this a bit more passive. Oh! The strong opinion side making the mistake of leaving CJ on his own on cliff, so Spelly could go for the double donk. CJ had to force there, otherwise he could have potentially died very quickly. I feel like that was because maybe he didn't have Amelia with him. But the high ground has been denied. This is the time in which SDCK should back out. Otherwise the 2 snipers on both sides are going to pressure out the choke point here. Doesn't look like they can even really hold this corner too well. They haven't got much range damage of their demo when they're heavy. So they're going to give up the corner. Tiger actually going for a flank here. See what value he can get out of this. Perhaps maybe a medic pick. Nope. He runs right into the flank. Okay. Jackie Legs is very close. Boar takes out Burn. They can play very aggressive here, pretty much deny the third point from SDCK, which is huge. Third point is pretty much where you get a lot of the time. Uber coming out from SDCK solo with the Uber from Sunrise. The Pyro v Pyro fight, Sunrise winning with more HP, but then getting spammed out by the stickies. Strong Opinions still pressuring the card, but not making sure to overcommit. The sentry is being set up. Still on Eureka effect. Interesting, since he has the full ammo pack here to use. Okay, now the slow push coming in. Ubers are slightly in favour of Strong Opinions. Toast is going in for the sap. The gun is taken out. There's little reason for them to be holding this corner now. They don't have the security of the sentry. Yahoo is playing a little bit too close here. He can get pressured. Yeah, he's down. Nice headshot from Burn to pick up Viljang. Toast being very aggressive here. The 1v1 spy fight. Toast is kind of trapped here. Woolen knows it. There's nowhere he can go, so he's just blocking him. Unfortunate display. Not everything can protect you, Toast. Okay, the Uber from SDCK trying to retain the high ground here. Sandwich is playing in the dark room. He can get spammed out here. He's actually on the Gru, which means that when he uses the speed buff, he can take a lot of extra damage. Most heavies would opt to use the Eviction Notice at this point. Gives a lot less speed. It also makes it so you don't take mini crits, which make it so you take a lot of extra damage, especially at range. Nice surf there from Tiger. Okay. Dispenser here from Clark. Sentry, he's on mini sentries now, watching on the map room. It's an alright play since they've been pressured out a lot. Maybe in this lull between the combats you could switch back to sentries with the Jag, put like a little sentry down here. Okay. Where is Viljang? Okay, he's playing on the shelves. That's one of my favourite cloak and dagger spots. The Uber coming from SDCK. Interestingly, a very aggressive defensive Uber to retake the corner, perhaps. They do not have the luxury of a level 3 sentry, so if they were to do this defensive Uber, they could put their sentry back here and then basically reset, like, corner. But because they're on minis, they've pretty much taken this space for no real reason, since Strong Opinions can just rebuild their Uber now that they have a huge Uber advantage. Kill SDCK, who are playing very aggressive here and can easily be punished. Like this, they're slowly bleeding players. And now this can just roll into a lot of value from a last push. So now we have Strong Opinions grouping up. Oh, good force from Jackie Legs onto CJ. The map room wasn't accounted for when it was going past. They do take a lot of high ground. Clark has now switched to level 3 sentries in the predicted location, but is dealt with because he's on his own. Again, I feel like that defensive push from SDCK was pretty unwarranted, especially since they couldn't follow it up and hold the territory. Thankfully they kept Sprayer alive, so now it's kind of a push and pull of both teams having Ubers and other teams not having Ubers. So now they can go for this aggressive push again. I think they should just hold this corner. They don't need to really deny this space. They can potentially retake third and then basically make them have to repush third again. But it's very unlikely since now blue team have the luxury of having a forward spawn, so they can repush the area a lot quicker than if they just had the previous old spawns. So now they're holding this corner. Oh, bit of lag. Clark is still on... Okay, looks like he's on Jag. Yeah. Probably going to be setting up a sentry down here. Oh no, his sentry is down here. Okay, I didn't see that. He's got his teleporter exit there, which means he could be going to Eureka effect to TP there. I mean, they're getting a lot of pressure on the cart here. a nice slow push. Strong Opinions just poking in, seeing what pressure they can get before they have equal Ubers, and then go for the Uber exchange. The aggressive Uber once again. CJ having to pop onto Sinrise, trying to... He switches to Tiger. They now have the better Uber here. Spray actually having to back out into map room. That's very bad, because now he has to back out and then potentially wrap around to the blue team. Not a very good decision there, but I feel like it just happened. It wasn't a planned maneuver. Clark being taken out because he's on his own. And Strong Opinions really need to be pushing the cart here. Okay, there. I feel like that was the moment in the mumble where they were like, guys, we need to push the cart, and then suddenly 4 people just went on the cart. Okay, this looks like a 3 point for Strong Opinions here. They can just camp the spawns here. Yeah, I feel like both teams are doing really well, but SDCK were playing really aggressive on defense on last, and I feel like that was mostly unnecessary. Okay. Also Clark with interesting picks. I feel like he's deliberately using interesting things because that will get me to watch the games. It's a good strat. People need to run pumps and panic attack more though. Okay, I need to... When's the next round going to start? I don't have the ticks available here. So let's just fast forward this. Okay, there it is. So we have Strong Opinions in the lead for the first round here. Strong Opinions on defense. Or are they? No, they should be like switching sides now. Strong Opinions should be offense. Hence why they're all waiting around in spawn here. Just wait for the map switch. Let's observe the loadouts. Spelly, nice gold. I like his little like panda hat. I like Tiger's hat. Nice scorching flames. Okay, there we go. Emilio with his classic white banana. If you see the white banana heavy, you know it's Emilio.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
I don't really know if Boar really has a loadout. I guess he just has like the beard. Maybe he's making himself look like the Team Fortress classic sniper with the beard. And let's see this engineer roll out. Clark going for the Jag effect once again. Setting up entrance and level 1 sentry at spawn. Placing the exit and the dispenser so that the dispenser can build, because the dispenser has like the slowest build time.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Builds the sentry in spawn with the Jag, which makes it build faster. Upgrades the teleporter. Not sure if the teleport upgrade is really that necessary, since the teleport is most likely going to get sapped anyway, but you might as well during setup time if you want to be time efficient. Otherwise you're just kind of waiting around not doing anything. Sentry again in this passive position. I kind of like having Sentry either tucked in here, which like Seal used to use quite a lot, or the Sentry like on this rock here, which is like the Mighty Burger spot. Because it's better for like denying these early jumps. Spelly not using the... Oh, there it is. Just a... I was about to call it. And there's this trap! Oh, I love that trap. Very well planned by Spelly to deny the jumpers that usually just wrap around this corner. Oh, Boar. Has he been detected? Yes, he has. So let's see the usual start of the bombers going in to try and pressure the medic. Ooh! Sprayer being lost off high ground. Has he been called that? He has. Sinrise is going aggressive. Sinrise is taken down by the sentry. Ah. There weren't really people on cart who were aware of that happening, so they kind of just responded to it. Otherwise they could have perhaps collapsed on Sprayer when that happened. I don't think that was an intentional, like, drop-off. Okay. Soldiers on direct hit, spam out Clark. He pulls out the Wrangler just in time, but really the soldier should just keep spamming. That gun would have died. Okay, nice. Good play from Sinrise, noticing that the engineer was wrangled. So just ran at the engineer. good retake so far by SDCK. Toast going for an aggressive play. He's on the revolver, it looks like. Yes. He does get the pick on Sprayer. Revolver doing a lot of damage at close to medium range. Not quite the headshots that everyone is used to, but it is a very strong weapon and quite underrated. Oof. A lot of damage here from Strong Opinions. Pressuring in. It looks like they've now taken the first point. Spelly jumping out. Good jumps by Spelly. Will he manage to survive? Okay, nice. He does manage to survive. Milo getting a little bit too close here. Maybe expected this team to follow a little bit closer. That was a good play by Tiger. He went for the Boston Basher. Oh, CJ going down to a trap. Oh. Yeah, that was a good play from Tiger because he used his Boston Basher after Emilio, who was running the Fist of Steel, so he took extra melee damage. So you like walk up with Fist of Steel to be a bit more resilient, and he got hit by the Boston Basher, which dealt double damage. So now SDCK playing the corner here with the level 3 sentry, preventing people from just jumping around this corner and landing extra rockets. Spelly actually playing on the roof instead of leaving it just to the flank. He can be separated. He could get sniped here. Nope. Oh, Viljack on the Sandman flying guillotine. Okay. SDCK deciding to back out here. Ooh, that was a lot of value from that gun there. Shooting it to pressure, but also pulling out at the last minute. Now, Strong Opinions could be very aggressive here, since they know that the gun is low HP. They could spam out the gun, but they're not. Okay. Oof. Or taking out Burn. Woolen trying to trade with Boar. Ooh, nice air shot there from Seal? Yes, Seal. Still getting used to these names and placements. I keep thinking Seal's on Engie. Okay. Sentry looks like it's going to be pressured out here. The blue demo Diski not actually opting to use the lock and load, which was very effective from Spelly. Lock and load is very strong on this map. I think he's just used to using Iron Bomber. Sentry was rescued out by Clark, managed to set up in the passive position here on last. So it shouldn't be able to get pressured. Okay. Sek still hasn't upgraded, built his tele forward. Okay, Toast going in for the sap, actually going for a med pick. Nope, he should have just commit to a sap there. As soon as Tiger saw him turn around after the medic, he caught him. Okay, this is a pretty good retake here from SDCK. Tiger playing very aggressive here. Tiger's doing a lot of work. Tiger actually getting quite a lot of kills. Jackie Legs just survived. Okay, I think Cluck should move up his sentry here because they're kind of giving up a little space. Perhaps even play the sentry in near this Lenny spot here to protect Burn. Oh, Sinrai is going into the aggressive Burn. The aggressive defensive Uber once again, but will Clark move up his sentry? I don't think he is. I don't think this is a coordinated thing to move up the sentry of the Uber. Toast going for a predictable stab, gets taken out. Spelly playing very aggressive in tires and not being killed. So it's like the Uber advantage is on SDCK side, but Strong Opinions are playing quite aggressive, trying to take a lot of cart time. They do have the high ground advantage here. Sandwich is playing on spiral stairs. Toast is getting in position to sap the gun, but is pressured by Janky Legs. Toast going for the stab on Sprayer. Doesn't get it. He was called out, I believe. Sprayer already knew to look for it. Clark still playing with the passive sentry. I feel like he could move that up. Equal Ubers on both sides. Now it is a game of trying to get the other person to use Uber first, so you can get more value out of your Uber. Adiski going for the aggressive dive here. Managed to get Sprayer pretty low, but doesn't get a horse or a kill. Actually, a lot of players here on Strong Opinions are weak, so I could see SDCK. It looks like Spelly is trying to get people to play close to the front line here. Yeah, it looks like they might go for an aggressive Uber here. I'm not really feeling these aggressive Ubers. They might as well just... Okay, they're not going for the aggressive Uber. That's alright. I can see the reasoning for it, because you want to, like, get value out of it and get a lot of space and make them retake, but it's also very risky. Spelly playing on his own here, he could get focused. Okay, Tiger's with him now. Okay, I could see a counter push into map room here from Strong Opinions, since they're playing very close up. Toast is in position. I think he's on Invisilwatch or Clothing Dagger. No, he's on Dead Ringer. He was just standing there. Okay. They could hear the Dead Ringer! He was on Invisilwatch, that could have maybe worked. Then again, people underestimate how much decloaks can be audible when there's a mumble going on at the same time with callouts. It's very easy to miss decloaks. So the Uber exchange does go out. Oof, nice pickup. Nice bomb. Good pressure from blue team. Buck is now on his own against the spy, and now it's getting dived. Where's the ×3 on the cart here? Toast having to push the cart. Looks like the sniper and the spy are pushing the cart here. I guess Philjack wasn't around. I guess he got killed. And looks like the cap. 8 minutes. That's a fast time. I'd say like average time is around about like 10 minutes. I'd say that'd be like an alright time. So like 8 minutes is like pretty quick. It's just because they also took a lot of pressure away from third point. Third point usually eats up a lot of the time on defense, and they managed to, Strong Opinions managed to pressure out a lot of the third time they can get. Disky's trying to... Ooh, look at that trap. It's hidden in the rock. Oh, a Disky. Big cheater. A Disky going for the risky play. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see this setup. SDCK going for the Jag sentry once again. Disappointing. I want to see some creative sentries. I want to see someone put a sentry like here. The TF2 center strap. Put a sentry here. Kill people who run out of spawn and then rescue it back. Actually no, rescuing would be bad because then they just bomb.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's see the suicide wave from SDCK. Here it comes! Nice, good denial there. Bore in the, I'm not even sure what this spot is called. It's like, I guess like the hole, the wall. I remember like medics used to stand up here until they realized you could just like snipe them from being like down here. But it's like a good way to counter the bomb because you avoid all the splash on the floor. CJ being taken out. I totally missed that. Rip. But now the Uber from Sprayer. Wait, did they use? Fuck! I completely missed that. Well, it looks like there's no full Ubers from either side, so it's just going to be a dry push here. SDCK trying to get some pressure here, but his team is backing out. Ah, rip. What I wanted to see from SDCK there is maybe shoot the floor with a rocket and try and rocket jump out, and then if he can, like, rescue the gun while he's midair. CJ and Sprayer both dropped the snipers. Okay, I did not see that. It's hard to solo cast this. Okay, corner being held here. With the sentry being set up. Jag, good pickup for that one. You want to pass, build a gun. Ooh, look at this soldier bomb. Oh, camera work. CJ, oh shit! Oof, that was fortunate. Got like 2 splash hits on CJ. I think that was one of those situations where CJ wasn't aware of where the soldier was, and because of that, the soldier didn't know where the medic was moving, because they weren't aware of each other, you know. It's hard to predict someone who doesn't know you exist, you know. I think CJ knew he existed, he was just confused and running. He wasn't running in a predictable way, and it was like harder for him to hit. Oh, nice stab from Woolen there. Oh, good tracking from Amelia. Amelia's now going to most likely die here in the open. Toast. Ooh. Toast going for an ambi. Trade with the scout. Oh, he flasked. Oh, he's not good at Dark Souls PvP. He fucking healed. Okay. Spencer being taken out. Burn playing aggressive here. He can potentially get a pick on Sek. Sek playing passive here. Oof. That guy just totally headshot me. Okay, the aggressive Uber onto Viljack. The scout solo, but very strong, although it can be denied by a Pyro. Providing Pyro doesn't die. Jackie Legs doing a counter jump. Gets taken out by Sinrise. Good Pyro work. Toast looks like he's in position again to kill Spelly. Where's Spelly gone? Wait, I'm confused. No, Spelly's on the other side. Shit. Stop following the spies. Just follow the actual game here. Okay. We have the right side hold, kind of like the KND hold, I believe. We have like Heavy in this sort of room here. He can upcycle his sandwich off those small packs. The sentry in standard position. Spencer was taken out. Uber exchange, multied onto two people. Not going to last for very long. Sek standing on the gun like an idiot. I don't understand why people do this. Standing on the gun pretty much gives the enemy team a free chance to headshot you. And here we have the lock and loads coming from this position from Spelly. As said before, lock and loads, you can arc it. Lock and load does a lot of damage to a sentry, and pretty much if you were to just sit here and try and out-repair, you would not win. The lock and load would do more damage, plus even if you wrangled and tried to repair a rescue ranger, you wouldn't have enough repair, and if you try to repair a wrench, you'll just die to splash. You'll take like 2 or 3 hits from splash and you'll die. So lock and load is a very reliable strat, providing you can take this position here without being in danger. So now we have both teams jockeying for boiler pressure here. Ball getting good damage on Sandwich, who was very low HP. Okay, the Uber coming out from CJ. Taking Bridge House area. Toast air strafing with his mini Uber charge. Now he's in a strong position to just snipe the medic because Ambassador's range is fun. Let's see if Burn can... Oh, Burn got a pick on CJ. Wait, that was a mini crit? What happened there? Was he Girati'd? No, he had Razorback. Okay. So now SDCK have the Uber. They can go in aggressively here. Trying to pressure out the sentry. Don't get many shots on the sentry here. Man, that was actually a very poor attempt at killing the sentry there. Checky Legs can head top right here and start to push out the engineer. Oof. I was actually looking for a headshot there from Ball. That's actually a really decent hold. Not a very good Uber from SDCK. Did get much value from that. And the Strong Opinions get to retake third point. Now, the SDCK have 2 minutes to push third and push last, which is pretty difficult unless they get a really good fight on third and then they snowball and spawn camp last, which is quite unlikely to happen against such a team as Strong Opinions. Oh, good force there from Jackie Legs. Now, Strong Opinions have to play quite aggressive here in order to try and force out Sprayer's Uber. They're still regrouping here, so they do get a lot of boiler pressure. Tiger playing aggressive into Bridge House. CJ is getting Girardi'd. Okay, I thought the enemy sniper was on Razorback, maybe switch. Okay, there's the Uber coming out. Spelly being denied pretty well by 6 Wrangler. Okay, this is looking very bad for SDCK. Yeah, I don't think it's physically possible here for them to push the cart all the way to last now. So this is looking like a GG. So this is the moment where people go for sick frag movie moments. Like Woolen ducking and diving around, not being detected, getting ready for the trick stab, and gets taken out. Okay. I'm going in, fighting against a Contra Seal. Are Contra or is it Italians? Contra. Okay. Okay, the aggressive Uber. They can afford to do this because it's pretty much GG at this point. From stopwatch. Disky going for frags. Need to stat pat those logs who have the highest kills of the season. Sek going for the frags on Woolen. Oh shit. Over 4 buffing by move speed. Too silly. 10 seconds left. Any epic frags happening here? Billjack gonna 1v9 the enemy team. Kill Sniper. Dies to Clark. The NG 1v1 here. Poor. It's like, no, you're not killing my NG. Okay. Looks like that's a victory for Strong Opinions. Okay. So that was like Strong Opinions winning Badwater. Nice back and forth whenever I watch Strong Opinions versus SDCK on Badwater. First one I did, Strong Opinions won. Second one I did, SDCK won, now Strong Opinions won. But those two ones I watched were like finals, and this is just week 5. Okay, that was a reasonable game. Good casting practice for myself. I think I did better than before, but I still missed a lot of shit, like the medics dying. I know, it's very difficult to pay attention to absolutely everything. I feel like analysis is definitely a lot easier. Yeah, this was interesting. Thank you for watching this cast, and I'll see you next time.